Our in-depth coverage of the PawSox sale and potential move out of Pawtucket continues. Now, WPRI.com reporter Dan McGowan has been all over this story since it first broke. Dan, we sit near each other in the newsroom, and I don't think I've talked to you at all today. You've been on the phone the entire day trying to work this story and figure out all the details. Pretty incredible stuff. First, let's talk about the role the state and the city will play in all this, because the ownership group has said they're going to privately finance this stadium. So where does the state come into play?
That's right. So a lot of people will hear the privately financed and they'll think, oh great, this is entirely a privately done project. Not exactly the case. So on the state level, remember all that vacant 195 land, part of what they want to do is move on to part of that land. They'd have to seek some changes to state legislation. They'd need to, one of the provisions in state law says that you have to actually sell land on the 195 property for fair market value. If you're giving away land, which we've learned that is the talk right now, they need to change the law to make that happen.
Gotcha. So there need to be some reworking there. Something that's been controversial for a lot of different projects that people have talked about is tax incentives. Would that be involved in this project?
Yeah, so there's nothing on the table yet, but I talked to City Council President Louis Aponte. Remember, tax incentives generally come from the city end in projects like these, and he said he fully expects to be asked for some sort of tax stabilization. The question is how much and whether it's the best deal for the city.
Gotcha. So obviously, whole bunch of stuff has to come together here. There's a lot of different things. You're talking about changing documents and stuff as well. So give us a realistic time frame on when we could actually see opening day for the Pawtucket or Rhode Island Red Sox in Providence.
Sure. So they were saying today, the owners were saying that they'd really love to be 2017, the beginning of the 2017 season. It sounds like it'll actually probably be 2018 if this comes together, but we're only talking 3 or 4 years, which is a pretty quick turnaround on a project like this.
Especially since it hasn't been a slow buildup. There's really a lot of this broke today.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Dan, really informative stuff. We really appreciate it. Make sure you count on Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of the PawSox sale as the details of this deal continue to develop. You can find extended coverage on WPRI.com. That includes reaction from various Rhode Island leaders and sports writers and what the sale could mean for the Ocean State and for the Red Sox.